Long before professional mixed martial arts became a highly standardized sport filled with strict weight classes and rigid game plans, Kazushi Sakuraba emerged as a breath of pure creative genius. Coming from a strong professional wrestling background in Japan, he brought an unparalleled level of theatrical entertainment, fun, and charisma to the serious world of NHB fighting. Sakuraba did not look like a terrifying monster, but his brilliant mind made him an instant fan favorite. He became famous worldwide for his incredibly creative, colorful arena entrances, frequently wearing funny superhero masks and executing playful skits before stepping into the ring. But the moment the opening bell rang, the light-hearted showman instantly transformed into an incredibly focused, dangerous, and unpredictable tactical mastermind. He proved to the global audience that fighting did not have to be driven by hatred, but could instead be treated as a beautiful, spontaneous art form. What truly transformed Sakuraba into an absolute mythical legend within the international combat community was his historic multi-fight saga against the legendary Gracie family. During an era when Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was considered completely invincible, the Japanese wrestler stepped forward to dismantle their aura of absolute supremacy. He defeated Royler, Renzo, and Ryan Gracie, showcasing an unbelievable technical mastery that shocked the entire martial arts world. His legendary, grueling battle against the iconic Royce Gracie at the Pride Grand Prix 2000 remains one of the most famous, unforgettable spectacles in fight history. For 90 minutes of non-stop, exhausting action, Sakuraba utilized brilliant tactics, including low leg kicks and GI manipulation, to completely break the Brazilian legend down. This monumental victory earned him the immortal nickname, the Gracie Hunter, solidifying his status as Japan's greatest fighting hero. What made Sakuraba an absolute nightmare for his opponents was his highly unique, revolutionary catch wrestling style, which earned him the title of IQ wrestler. He did not rely on standard, conventional submission setups. He utilized a breathtaking array of unorthodox movements, including dynamic cartwheel guard passes, jumping stomps, and brutal kimura locks. He felt completely comfortable in chaotic positions where traditional fighters would normally panic and lose control. His brilliant grappling intellect allowed him to outmaneuver black belts who had spent their entire lives training in traditional jiu-jitsu. Sakuraba treated the canvas as a giant chessboard, always remaining multiple steps ahead of his opponents through fluid transitions and creative leverage. He proved to the world that a deep, expert understanding of catch wrestling dynamics could easily neutralize and dismantle the most sophisticated defensive guards in modern combat sports. The true, undeniable measure of Sakuraba's fierce warrior heart was his absolute willingness to face opponents who vastly outweighed him on the scale. Operating naturally as a middleweight, he consistently accepted terrifying openweight challenges against massive, world-class heavyweight legends. He shared the ring with dangerous powerhouses like Igor Vovchanchin, Mirko Cro Cop, Quinton Jackson, and the brutal Wanderlei Silva, never showing a single ounce of fear or hesitation. He frequently absorbed immense, brutal physical punishment during these David versus Goliath battles, yet he kept moving forward with an unbreakable, prideful spirit. Even when his body was severely battered and bloody, his tactical mind never stopped looking for a creative path to victory. This complete disregard for personal safety and weight divisions turned his fights into legendary spectacles, earning him the deep, eternal respect of hardcore fight purists worldwide. Throughout the golden, magical era of the Pride Fighting Championships, Kazushi Sakuraba carried the massive weight, pride, and hopes of an entire nation on his shoulders. Whenever he walked down the ramp in front of a packed, roaring Saitama Super Arena, he was treated as a modern-day samurai fighting for Japan's honor. He fought with an unmatched, romantic level of courage that perfectly captured the true Bushido spirit, deeply endearing him to millions of fans. He never made excuses for his painful defeats, never complained about severe injuries, and always maintained a humble, deeply respectful attitude toward his opponents. Sakuraba sacrificed his own long-term physical health to keep the Japanese mixed martial arts scene alive and thriving during its most competitive years. He transitioned from a standard sports star into a living cultural treasure, a symbol of resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of human willpower. When Kazushi Sakuraba finally stepped away from the intense battles of the active ring, he left behind an absolutely immortal legacy that helped shape modern MMA. He was rightfully inducted into the prestigious UFC Hall of Fame as a pioneer, ensuring that his monumental contributions will forever be remembered by history. He entered the fighting game as a charismatic pro wrestler and left it as one of the most influential, creative combat sports innovators to ever live. Future generations of mixed martial artists will continually study his legendary cartwheels, kimuras, and tactical submission setups, trying in vain to replicate his magic. He showed the world that a fighter could become a true legend through raw authenticity, unmatched heart, and a brilliant, joyful approach to violence. The legendary Gracie Hunter has officially laid down his gloves, but his beautiful, historic silhouette remains permanently etched into the eternal history of combat.